Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at a Slater mystery. As many of you know, the Slater is a diesel-powered ship. As a Cannon-class destroyer escort, the Slater is equipped with diesel engines manufactured by the Cleveland Diesel Engine Division of the General Motors Corporation. The Model 16278A General Motors engine, 4 of which are installed aboard the Slater, is a 16-cylinder V-type engine with 2 banks of 8 cylinders each. The engine operates on the 2-stroke cycle principle, is air-started, and is rated at 1600 horsepower at 750 RPMs. These engines drove DC generators that powered electric motors coupled directly to the propeller screws. Speed was controlled by a rheostat that varied the amount of current going to the motors. Now, the mystery comes in the form of a serial number found on one of Slater's propulsion engines. Jay Boggess, a retired employee of General Motors, sent us a scanned list of engines installed on various vessels, including the Slater. The serial numbers are still visible 80 years later, so we're able to corroborate his list for 3 of the 4 engines. In the ship's unrestored forward engine room, B1, we can see the serial number is correct for 1 of the engines. However, the port side engine does not match with the list he provided. In fact, it doesn't match the engine of any destroyer escort. But it does match that which was installed on the submarine USS Jack, SS-259. The Jack had a very successful wartime history. She was commissioned only a few months prior to Slater. She sank 16 Japanese vessels and damaged a couple more over the course of 9 war patrols. Initially, she had 4 Hooven-Owens-Rentschler engines, but these were replaced in late 1943 in favor of the 16278A for better reliability. In fact, Lieutenant Commander Thomas Dykers, the Jack's first commanding officer, later said the HOR engines were so poor that the Japanese were probably saved from having 30 or 40 more ships sunk by the Jack. After the war, she was decommissioned and placed in the Atlantic Reserve Fleet until her recommissioning in 1958 and transferred to the Hellenic Navy under the Security Assistance Program and commissioned as HS Amphitrite. She served in the Greek Navy until September of 1967 when she was returned to the United States. That same month, she was sunk as a target in the Mediterranean by the Sixth Fleet. So how does the engine of a submarine get on the Slater? Well, from 1951 to 1991, the Slater was also a member of the Greek Navy as HS Iatos. We believe at some point in the roughly 10 years the 2 vessels shared in the Greek Navy, one of the Jack's engines was removed and installed in Slater. Unfortunately, we do not have many records related to Slater's Greek service, so it's hard to pinpoint when or why this was done. Maybe one of Slater's engines was damaged and it was easier to simply replace it. Or maybe the swap was some form of training. During her Greek service, the Slater was used extensively as a training ship for naval officers and enlisted men. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoy this unique look at a piece of Slater's history that we only recently learned about ourselves. Feel free to let us know in the comment section about any other topics or areas of the ship you'd like to see.